Hi, my name is Michelle Higby. I am the teacher of Pre-Calculus Honors Period 0. Before we get started, I want to apologize for being in the bedroom. It's the only place I can close the door and keep the dog out. But let's get started. All right, so today we're going to cover scope and sequence of Pre-Calculus Honors, distance learning expectations, technology platforms, the grading and syllabus, peer tutoring, and Mu Alpha Theta. Scope and sequence. Okay, so there's lots of words here. Basically, the goal is to get them ready for calculus. Not just with the subject matter, but with the study skills, the problem-solving skills, and a lot is said about growth mindset, and but the kids don't always equate that with being curious, and when they get a problem where they don't know what to do, a lot of times they don't do anything, and just improving their confidence so when they get a problem or a function, they have the skills to analyze, and if they can't get to the end, they at least know what to do to develop a path. So that's the goal. Distance learning expectations. Your kids are fantastic with the expectations. So if you want them, you can see them, the expectations in the syllabus, and I'll show you where to find that. But like I said, your kids are great. They haven't had any issues with the expectations. Kind of goes with signing up for 0 period. If you're up to be up that early, then you're going to do what you're supposed to do. Remind. All the kids should be on Remind. Remind is the best way for me to communicate with the students. In fact, a couple weeks ago when Zoom had its international outage, we had to flip to Google Meets. I sent out a Remind message. They all got there and everything was great. So the best way to communicate with me and parents would be through email, higbym@mdusd.org. I can get back to you I can get back to you in email. We can set up a phone call. We can set up extra Zooms during office hours, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. If those times don't work, we can figure something out. So if you've got any concerns, send me an email. Some of the technology that we've been using, Clever. Clever is the single sign-on. So if there's ever trouble getting into something else that we're using, chances are going through Clever will fix that. The Google Classroom, we're going to walk through Google Classroom in a few minutes. Desmos. Desmos is a fantastic graphing calculator that's online, desmos.com. So at this point, a graphing calculator isn't all that necessary for class. If you do want to get a graphing calculator, I usually recommend the TI-84 Plus. It'll get you through pre-calculus, it'll get you through calculus, it'll get you through probably your undergrad degree. TI-84 Plus. The other ones work great as well, but TI-84 Plus is the one that's actually tied to our our textbook. The textbook has sections that tell you what to do if you have a TI-84 Plus. If you get a different calculator, we're just going to have to figure out how to do comparable things, which we can do. It's just going to take a little Googling. Syllabus and grades. 10% of the grade will be from flipped classroom assignments. We're all getting used to this distance learning, and I've made videos of the topics that we've covered. And flipped classroom assignments are where I assign those videos as homework. Because our classes are so short, 40 minutes for 0 period, it's good to use that time for doing problems and answering questions and filling in gaps. So if the kids have at least that first introduction as homework, then we can focus on in class on what we need to do. 10% come from the classwork assignments. These are things that we do in class. Kahoot does quiz games and things that allow the kids to interact with the material. Practice problems we do on a virtual whiteboard. We'll have little teamwork problems that they do in breakout rooms. These are all things that are done within our Zoom class. So if you miss a class, you're not going to be able to do those classwork assignments for that day. You will be allowed to drop some at the end of the grading period. So if you miss a class, it's not that big of a deal. If you miss 20 classes, you're going to have a problem. 20% come from the practice assignments. Those practice assignments are coming from the textbook primarily. We've had some in Khan Academy, but they will primarily be coming from the textbook. 60% are assessments. These are quizzes, tests, projects, and special assignments. We're still working on a testing platform, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I will let you know as soon as we figure it out as a math department. Peer tutoring. We have a peer tutoring program, and actually most of your students would probably be more interested in this as a tutor. If they need service hours, if they're just interested and they want to tutor. I've taken applications for the tutors last week and this week. We'll be having those peer tutoring sessions on Wednesdays during our intervention time. We'll also include study groups, which are incredibly helpful for the honors class. Kids learn from each other as much, if not more, than they do from a teacher, an adult. So study groups will be included in those requests for tutoring. Mu Alpha Theta is a National Honor Society for math for high schools and two-year colleges. There are local and national competitions, but the kids don't have to be involved in the competitions. I'm aiming for weekly meetings where we work on problem solving and what to do when you're stuck, basically. What do you do when you first read a problem and it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever? So even if they don't do the competitions, it will be helpful for them to talk to each other, learn to talk math, and work through issues. There are two types of memberships. So there's a full membership for those that want to be involved with the national competitions, and associate membership for those of them that don't really want to, don't meet the math requirements. So the application is in Google Classroom. So if the kids are interested, they should check that out. Let's go to Google Classroom. If you ever have questions about what's going on or your students struggling, Google Classroom is the place to go. You've got, under the classwork tab, you can see I've got the tutor application, the Mu Alpha Theta application, and I took a calculator survey just to see how many kids needed them, what they're using. The first section is all of the current assignments for the current chapter. We're actually done with the chapter. We're going to work through the review of the chapter and that last section 1.5. So when we're finished with that, we'll start a chapter 2 section. It'll be up above. So the old stuff goes down lower. This was the first section we did the first couple of weeks, first days of school. This is important. All those videos that I've been making all go in here. So if the kids are having trouble with transformations, they can look here and see, oh, there's transformations. I can watch this video, see if it'll help. I haven't yet, but I am going to separate the class notes section here into its own section. So as soon as class is over, I post them to Google Classroom. So if they missed something taking the notes, they were trying to understand, and so they stopped writing stuff down, they can go back and fill in the things that they missed. Down below, there's the reference section. You can see here, I told you you could find the syllabus in Google Classroom. So the syllabus is there that has all those distance learning. And I think that's it. I'm going to have you fill out a little questionnaire when I'm done here, but if you've got any concerns or questions, email me, higbym@mdusd.org, and I will get back to you.